My question is this: mental health illness or not, regardless of what you think, my medical records show I've got pancreatitis, yeah? And the doctor's recommendations and predictions are in the notes, yeah? So, my question to you is this: why would you put someone with a chronic illness in a mental health institution when this mental health institution participated in my stalking, harassment, and attempted murder? The industry itself, my care coordinator, Colin Lambert, was stalking me. So why would you then put me in the most stressful situation possible? Because you want me dead. It makes no sense. They say, oh yeah, we've read your medical history. Sure you have. So it's either you've read it and you don't care, you've read it and you're incompetent, or you've read it and you have an ulterior motive and agenda that is not in my best interests. Now, apparently, I like to hear myself talk. Read. Why don't you not read? Why don't you not listen to what I'm saying? Because you don't want to accept the truth. I'm laughing at the guy who committed suicide. A guy committed suicide, yeah, because he failed a lie detector test. His fiance broke up with him and he killed himself. Therefore, poor Jeremy Kyle gets his show cancelled. But you lot shoot me in my eye, jump me, get me rushed, attack me, provoke me, and aggravate me all the time. You don't listen. I don't like loud noises. I don't like those sounds. You still do them. Hecklers have no place in heaven. I've got fucking pancreatitis. I was told I'm going to get cancer. If someone says, oh, 2 years, 2 years to keep your intestine, or we can give you a stoma bag right now, would you not rather live those 2 years as best as you can and then deal with the consequences later? Because at the end of the day, you're going to get a stomach bag regardless. Wouldn't you leave it to the last minute? Anyone with inflammatory bowel disease, not inflammatory bowel syndrome, but inflammatory bowel disease, will tell you this. They will tell you that the medications don't work. They're insufficient and they actually aggravate the illness. All they do is stop the bleeding and you're unable to live a normal life because of it. I found a cure for my pancreatitis that enables me to live a healthy and productive lifestyle. Yeah? I need to be happy all the time. I need to be at peace all the time. I need to be as less stressed out as possible at all times. Because if I'm not, my health deteriorates dramatically. You lot don't care. Every year I've been made a promise. This situation that I did not get myself in, but was put in, will end. Every year I get put into a more and more fucked up situation. Staff don't know how to behave. Patients don't know how to behave. They love to bait me up. They love to work together. The mental health industry does not have a foot to stand on when they were participating in my stalking, yeah? And they were laughing in my face, and they were coughing in my face, and they were provoking me into trying to attack them so that I would be arrested. And then, since the police are in on it too, and then what? Put into mental health services where I'm treated like shit, which is exactly what happens now. Now, when the truth gets exposed, all you girls abandon me. When I'm popping, it's cool, and everyone says, "Oh, Noah's a nice guy." Yeah, it's cool. But when I tell you I've been sexually abused, and I might not be able to keep my intestine, and um, um, in fact, I definitely won't be able to keep my intestine, and both of them, in fact, and um, I have no support, and nothing. Um, you all turf me and post idiotic, tasteless, tactless posts on social media, and you make innuendos and nasty comments around me, and you try and get me rushed and killed all the time, and you're always plotting it. If you dislike someone that much, why not just deport them? Oh, you can't? Because I'm registered as British. Okay. If that's the case, why don't I have the same rights that every other British citizen has? Because it's a show? A show got cancelled because a person died. I've got marks on my eyes to prove that I nearly died. Yeah? And the show wasn't cancelled. As soon as that plot happened, the show should have been cancelled. It wasn't. Sutton CCG doesn't do a good enough job. Louise Fadina doesn't do a good enough job. Garnet Clark doesn't do enough job. Dr. Rizwan Salim doesn't do a good enough job. Dr. Alias doesn't do a good enough job. They said have psychology sessions and then you can leave. I did 9 with Dr. Amina. She quits on April 24th. I have to start my psychology sessions again from the beginning. 2 weeks into it, the new psychologist takes a 2 to 3 week holiday. But you lot are fair, just, and nice people, and you have a fucking clue what's going on. You don't even have a fucking clue about life and how to live. You don't even know how to live fucking right. If you want me to knock someone out, yeah, carry on. Carry on. I will die swinging. Do you understand me? I will die swinging. I will die swinging. Yeah, and I will crush your faces. And I will let out all this rage that I've been holding in my whole life. They're like, you don't have pancreatitis, you would shit yourself. My mum didn't allow me to go toilet, bruv. My sister didn't allow me to go toilet. They would waste time doing their hair, pissing, shitting, wonder why. Um, and all these other things. So I had to hold it in because there was no way I was going to shit myself. Willpower.